Hey guys, we're going to go ahead and get into this section. This is section 1.3. It is on cross sections. So I want to pose a question to you guys. It says, how can you use a piece of food to create a real life cross section? So imagine cutting through a piece of food, the intersection formed by the cut you make, and the piece of food is called a cross section. So something really obvious, semi-basic to think about. So, for instance, let's just think about a easy fruit. Let's think about an orange. So, say you have an orange. And there's our orange. So, you have an orange. An orange is what type of shape? If it's not abnormal, it's a sphere, correct? A cross section is what we want to think about when we cut into the food so it's separated into two congruent parts. So the cut that we make is based off of, and the shape of our cross section depends off of our angle. So for instance, say I cut my orange in half, straight down the middle, boom. What's going to look like that on each side? I think this photo doesn't help as much, but when I separate my orange apart, I will then let me throw that in, I will get in something that looks like this, correct? That cross section that is made from an orange is a circle. Circles come out of oranges and it breaks it off, and then if you think about not just looking at that flat shape, but in half, I now have hemispheres. So I have hemispheres, which is there's two into the sphere. That's the 3D shape. And then the 2D shape that's made from it is a circle, given obviously it's a perfect sphere. Okay, so we're going to be looking at cross sections. Things won't always be as easy as a sphere and a circle. We'll be looking at squares, rectangles, cylinders, trapezoid, prisms, cones, things like that. So if you remember back in your book, A95, those are our like geometric shapes we're working with. Those are the pieces that we're going to take a 3D image, cross section, and look at the 2D image. Right? Hopefully that gives you that visual of cutting something in half or cutting a cross section out. It doesn't necessarily have to be in half. So we're going to get into some examples on the next slide, and then we're going to look at 6 more examples with different shapes.